feels. I mean, I'm sure you fully expected this, but to see him in rhythm, teammates finding him and using that ball fake, a lot of different ways he scored tonight.
Yeah, I think that's the key right there. It's not just relying on that 3-point shot, as aggressive as we want him to be. It's finding other ways, cutting, posting a smaller guy, trying to get, some points in the paint, finish around the goal. Then you're seeing the ball go through the basket, and then that makes those threes feel a lot better with the rhythm too. But Milan's a tremendous worker. He's someone that, the commitment he makes to his game every single day is it's second to none. And with guys, when they commit and invest like that, that'll come around. So we've got all the confidence in the world in him that he'll continue to play to that level because he works for it every single day.
And obviously very valuable to have Taman back. When did you make the full decision that, hey, he can be full go and he's fully ready to play?
Yeah, so he had 3 full practices under his belt, but we didn't want to put any undue pressure on him to see how he felt and how his body reacted after each one. And truly, he's been through some stuff over time, and so he knows his body better than anyone. And Vic Miller, our trainer, did a phenomenal job working with him. Taman's a guy that did all the extra to get himself back ready to play, and he looked great out there tonight. I mean, knocks down the 3 right away. He's explosive getting to the basket, made a lot of plays defensively, chased down some loose balls. So, we came into it with the mindset of, he's full go, and let's let him have at it and see where he's at, and he did a great job.
TJ, what was the decision-making process behind having Toure start alongside Taman and having Nate Heisey come off the bench, and what do you think of the way that Heisey and Toure played today?
Yeah, I was pleased with both. I mean, Killian's been ultra consistent. I mean, if there's one thing you can say in the 3 times that we've played in front of people, it looks about the same every time from him. He plays really hard. He seems to always go 1 for 3 from 3. He gets loose balls. He really defends. He's aggressive. He's a winning player. I look at Nate Heisey as like a 6th starter, right? So there was some, if Taman would have been out, we'd have started Nate. If any situation presents itself, we can start Nate. So really it's out of strength that I view it like we have 6 guys that are in contention to start, and it could be dependent on matchup or game or opponent. Tonight I just felt like getting started with Killian's on-ball defense and setting the tone defensively was going to be important, and Killian did a great job, and I thought Nate, played well off the bench as well.
And what would you say is the biggest difference between having Taman there and not there in the way that he's able to impact the way that your team operates and flows on the floor?
Well, just his confidence overall and how to run the team and how to communicate, continue to get to the paint, to the rim, and make plays for his teammates. Offensively, how to get from one thing to another. Defensively, how to communicate through things. So there's a lot of things going on during the game, and when you have Taman out there, you have another coach on the floor, and you're fortunate for that. So he always does a great job with that, and I think he's taken a big step up in terms of his communication and leadership with our team. I think being out made him really appreciate how, cherish the opportunity he has in front of him, and I know that he's not going to take a single day for granted.
Coach, on media day, you said that you thought this perimeter defense had a chance to be similar to your first team. How do you feel like that perimeter defense has progressed so far?
Yeah, I thought we were good tonight. Like, certainly, baseline out defense, we gave up at least 10 second chance points. We gave up 11. I mean, so when you really look at it, half their points probably were on unnecessary fouls, baseline out defense, and second chance. And those are things that are within the realm of our control. We've got to be more sound. But in terms of generating turnovers, I think we turned them over 13 times in the first half. Getting live ball steals, I'm pretty sure we had 11. Those are things that we want to be great. I think, we're relatively quick to our rotations, still got to continue working, but for the most part, I've been pleased with our progress.
Taman talked a little bit about trying to take it in, that this is his first game. Given that, do you talk to him at all about balancing the urgency that comes in a senior year and not allowing that to be pressure or anything like that can be detrimental?
Yeah, in a weird way, I think being out gave him a lot of time to reflect and watch. And when you stay in that mindset of gratitude and thankfulness, which is exactly where he's at, and you realize you only have so many opportunities, and you keep your focus there, then the pressure, there isn't pressure because you're in the moment. And he's done such a great job over the 3 years so far of being in the moment, and he's really prepared himself mentally for this. So I don't feel like there's any risk with him doing that because he knows truly how special this opportunity is. I mean, he said it publicly a few weeks back. He wishes he could play here forever, right? Like he wishes he had unlimited eligibility. I know his coach wishes the same thing. So he's not a guy who's worried about the next thing or on to what's after this. He knows that the main thing is this opportunity.
Do you still wince or hold your breath when he takes a spill on the floor, or have you seen it enough now to just?
Yeah, it's never a settling feeling when you see him flying around, but he seeks contact. That's how he plays. He's aggressive getting to the rim, and he makes those plays. So he's done a great job working on his flexibility, strengthening in a lot of areas, and I feel like he was moving really well out there. So we've got to do a great job keeping his body in that same space because the way he looked and the way he moved and the way he felt tonight was terrific.
You finally get to use Torrey and Taman defensively together alongside each other. Does it kind of double the defensive power with them playing together?
Yeah, those guys are both elite on-ball defenders, and what it does is, Killian takes so much pride in guarding the ball. It allows Taman sometimes to not expend quite as much energy working the ball handler and then being able to be a playmaker off the ball where he chases down loose balls, gets steals, deflections, and he's great at guarding guys who are shooters. So with both of those guys out there, it gives us a tremendous ability to impact the basketball right away, to push the offense out of the scoring area. And I think, our intent with playing those two together is that to happen, that we have two guys that can make a play on one end and get in the paint, and then two guys that can be disruptive and aggressive, keeping the ball out of the paint on the other end.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.